What's up YouTube, joint venture back again with yet another Scrapnel build for Outriders Worldslayer. Today I want to give you an overview of which stats to work towards and which stats you should expect when building for Scrapnel Techno. Specifically, I mean how high is your AP going to be when you have all your skill rotations going, and how high is the set bonus going to be when you have your rotations, and how high is the base value going to be when you have all your rotations going as well. Now, let's start here with the base value for Scrapnel. You can see I'm sitting at roughly 2 million for the initial explosion damage for Scrapnel grenades. And each cluster bomb is doing, let's say, about 650k per cluster bomb. There are 4 cluster bombs each per Scrapnel throw, right? So, to stack all my damage, I'm using the Charred Lance. I got a new roll on this one. This is not the same one I was using in my build video. This is an updated version, as you can see. On the Apocalypse tier roll, I got the Noxious Spawns, which is really cool, especially for boss killing. Just gives me that little bit of extra DPS and also scales with the anomaly damage mods that we have on our gear and our packs tree. So yeah, let me give you a quick rundown. So 641k anomaly power. Let's do the first run. Pop that, pop this, pop that. Get some crits in there. Just drop another one just in case. Poof, see, you already went down. I'm around 4.7 million AP. Let's see if we can get that a little bit higher, maybe. Boink. 4.8. Scrapnel is doing 4.2 million per cluster grenade. That is amazing, man. Okay, let's do this a second time. I want to see what the skill damage is now. 12 million for the initial Scrapnel. Holy shit, that's a lot. So yeah, those are the stats that you can expect. Alright, let's do this a third time just to make sure. So, fighted rounds, turret, a grenade, obviously, to get all our stats up. Let's just pop another one. Oh no! That didn't work out too well. Didn't get the rotation right there. Let's see. Is that still the same? 4.7. Yeah, about 12 mil. Okay, let me give you a quick rundown of the gear that I used for this video. Like already shown, I have the Charred Lance with Mage Rage, Resistance Breaker, and Noxious Spawns. On the helmet, I've got AP, SP, and Skill Life Leech. Unstoppable Force, Stand Tall, and Crit Stack. I would like to switch out Crit Stack for something else, but it's the luck of the draw, so there's nothing I can do about it. On the chest piece, I've got AP, SP, and cooldown reduction. This is an updated version of the Torrential Downpour set with the patch from July 12th. So it has status power instead of Skill Life Leech. We've got Trap Cluster, To the Bone, and really nice, no resistance against the Fortified. On the waistcloth, I've got AP, cooldown reduction, and SP. Virulent Compound for that extra 10% versus elites when they're affected by Toxic, which is great for Tire Gratar runs. More damage and rejuvenation. Also here, I really want a different piece of leg gear and maybe switch out this rejuvenation mod. On the gloves is a Torrential Downpour gloves, some extra health, life leech, cooldown reduction. Really good rolls on this one. Anomaly Echo and Arms and Anomaly at the bottom. And Alchemical Mastery. So we get an extra AP bonus of 15% compared to our status power. With that said, my status power is 160% right now. And the footgear, health, life leech, cooldown, more traps, an additional mine, and circle of power. By the way, status power, 160%. This is the bonus damage I'm getting from my packs tree. Here we go. depleted core. Ordnance skill damage is increased by 100% of my status power. So all my ordnance damage skills are buffed by 160%. This is really good. Scrapnel is so much fun. Was so much more better than it was since today's patch. Okay, let's break down the skill tree as fast as possible. Now, I've taken the 3 points out of this tree because 10% armor piercing, or rather the 10% resistance piercing it gives, really doesn't matter that much because the charred lance that we're using reduces the resistances by the enemy by a further 35%. And our resistance pierce is already at 80, which effectively means that our resistance pierce goes over 100% if that is actually possible. So we don't really need this extra 10% armor piercing. The cooldown of Sower of Decay is really helpful early game before you get to Tire Gratar. I wouldn't use it at end game, to be honest, at this point, because there is another Blighted Round mod that reduces the cooldown of Blighted Rounds by 50%. Usually at this point, Blighted Rounds should be at around 26 seconds cooldown. When you have that mod, it's down to 13. So it's up to you if you might maybe get it on a piece of Apocalypse tier gear that has this on the 3rd slot. Definitely keep it on there. But at this point, I really wouldn't pick it up anymore. And the 4th point that was left over, previously I had it in Brain Freeze, or you could also go with Heavy Absorption. But I chose to go up into Health, the extra armor plates, because we've already got resistance plates here. And this one buffs our armor anyway every time we use Scrapnel. And paired with this, the Circle of Power mod, that I apparently got on the 3rd mod slot, we really need more armor. And then the debuff that when toxic is applied, vulnerable status is afflicted as well. And since we're using blighted rounds and also our Scrapnel grenades also do toxic damage now, this is a go-to mod. My ascension tree looks like this. First, I went with resistance pierce and armor pierce. Secondly, you want to go with anomaly damage. Third, you want to go with status power, and then you want to feed over into anomaly power. When I've filled this node up, I want to go down to elite damage bonus, and then I'll probably pick up something else from endurance or maybe brutality. I'm not sure yet, we'll see. And that, my friends, is already the end of the video. As you can see, it goes from about 650k AP to 5 million AP just when you get those crits and stacking all the anomaly power and all the anomaly damage values up. We've got about 12 million on the initial Scrapnel explosion and then another 4 million on each cluster grenade. And there are 4 each, right? That's another 16 million on top, so technically, it's about 30 million per thrown Scrapnel, which is amazing. Amazing. That's roughly 5 or 6 times higher than it used to be in the New Horizons patch. With that said, thank you very much for watching this video. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.